Welcome to Learn with Amine. In the past week, I have been contacted by a few students who want to apply for Hamad bin Khalifa University. I have covered most of the aspects of the Hamad bin Khalifa University application, such as the admission requirements, the stipend details, the application form filling, statement of purpose, and other different aspects of the application. But I could not make a video on the resume building. That is one of the aspects of the application that I have not covered. So a few students, they contacted me that they do not know anything about a curriculum vitae or resume because they have not prepared it before. So I'm going to cover and show you one of the resumes that was accepted in the Hamad bin Khalifa University fully funded scholarship for master's program in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering in the program of Data Science and Engineering. So this is for the master's application. If you are applying for a PhD program, then you would have to enhance the resume further. But I just wanted to show you the standard of the master's application of a student who got admitted into fully funded scholarship. So let's get started with the video. As an example resume for the master's application to Hamad bin Khalifa University or any international universities for fully funded scholarship, I am presenting you this example. So please follow this example to generate or build your resume. You could enhance the resume further by the use of online tools that are available. But one thing I would like to remind is, please do not fall into AI plagiarism, because the universities and colleges, they are very particular about AI plagiarism. So let's get started. So firstly, we are starting with the first name and the last name, basically the name of the candidate. Then you need to provide your contact details such as the email address, and here is a phone number. You can also proceed with giving your location. So what is important about giving location and personal details in a resume for fully funded scholarship in a international university is, you need to understand that there is a diversity component in international universities. For fully funded scholarships, they want to cover multiple diverse areas, multiple demographics, multiple genders. So that's why it's important that you present truthful information in your resume and in your application as well. And please do not hesitate to give the details that I am showing, such as the location, gender, nationality, and some other details. So these are the details that cover the diversity component. And of course, the talent and your credentials, your skills would also be the primary factor for selection into admission of a university, and also for the selection into a fully funded scholarship or research assistantship. So don't forget to give a LinkedIn profile. Now, if you do not have a LinkedIn profile, I would recommend you to please create a LinkedIn profile, because it's a professional profile. And to just get started with a LinkedIn profile, you can get connected with me, and then you can send to people you know as well. And if you have made a website, you can also give a website link. So maybe you can use github.io to make a profile website on your name. Now this is a resume that was submitted for master's application in the program of Data Science and Engineering in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering in Hamad bin Khalifa University. So you can understand that this is your baseline. You can enhance your profile further from here, but these are the minimum details that I recommend you to give in your resume. So that would be like LinkedIn profile and also the website. You can start with academic performance, because we are applying to an academic college. That's why start with academic performance. And once again, if you're watching this video for making a resume for job applications, I would recommend you to stop and comment on my video saying that we want resume for job applications as well, because this resume is tailored for master's application only. And if you want resume for PhD application, you can also comment down the video below, and I can get back to you with the resume for PhD application of an accepted candidate into a particular college. But let's go ahead. So with the academic performance, since you are applying for masters, I would assume that you have bachelor's of engineering, so you can give that bachelor's of engineering and you can give the duration. So usually it's bachelor's is 4 years or 3 years. This is gonna prove that you were a talented student and could complete the degree on time. So it's really important that you give all the details, so that each detail implies something. If you are a good student, you have never failed, then you would have completed bachelor's of engineering in 4 years. So you might feel that years are not important, but if you give those 4 years, it implies that you are a good student and you never failed a subject. So that's about it. And here is the institution and here is the percentage obtained. And if your college followed 4.0 GPA format, you can enter that as well. If your college followed CGPA out of 10, then you could also mention that. And then you would also give the intermediate education details, and this is the percentage. And since the candidate had a very distinctive and high percentage, he has underlined it. Okay, so it says 98.5 percentage in board of intermediate education. And then is the details of 10th class, which is secondary school certificate. It might be known by different names in different countries, so you could mention that this is the institution, and you could also mention your percentage, 92.5%, for example. And if you have completed any diploma in computer applications, if you have done a coding course, that would also benefit. Like many of the students, they contact me and they say that, okay, I have completed my bachelor's education last year and this year I want to apply for HBKU. How do I improve my profile? So please follow all my videos. I keep on giving some tips here and there. So first tip is to come up with a better test course such as GRE or IELTS. And one more tip over here is please perform and complete a diploma in computer applications or some other applications. Maybe do a course on green buildings if you are interested in sustainable energy. If you are interested in data science and engineering, do a comprehensive data science course in an official institute in your local city or maybe internationally online. So that way you can add those credentials in your resume. So this is one of such credentials. So he performed a diploma in computer applications and completed it at Golden Computer Institute and followed by the city name. So these are the academic performance. Next, you can come up with test scores. So test scores is a separate section over here. You can add your GRE score and IELTS score. Okay, and here the overall score, which is 8.0, is mentioned. And GRE, you can have the total score followed by the verbal score and the quantitative score and analytical writing component score as well. Okay, so this is out of 170, this is out of 170, this is out of 340. So such details you present over here. A little improvement which I just remembered right now, you can also mention the IELTS component individually, such as in listening I got so and so score, in writing I got so and so score, and then speaking I got so and so score such as 8.5. uh, Reading I got so and so score, maybe 8. So such details. Okay, you need to enter such details as well. Right now I'm gonna strike it. No need of strike. Basically it's XX, writing score is XX, and speaking score is XX, and reading score is XX. So these details need to be filled. And many of the students also ask me that GRE is not a compulsory or mandatory requirement for my program, and IELTS is not a mandatory requirement for my program. Do I give such score? So what I recommend is, if you are confident that you would be able to get a high score in GRE and IELTS, I would recommend you to give the GRE and IELTS score, because when you have a GRE score which is high, that is gonna boost your profile. That is gonna boost your chances of getting an admission into Hamad bin Khalifa University or any international university, and it is gonna boost your chances to get fully funded scholarship and stipend at Hamad bin Khalifa University or any other international university in Gulf, US, Canada. That would boost your chances to get graduate assistantship or research assistantship. Okay, next you are proceeding with work experience. So considering that you just graduated from bachelor's, you might have a very little experience of 1 2 years. And if you are waiting to apply for Hamad bin Khalifa University, for example, next year, you can start working this year so that you gain some experience and you can add details of work experience in this section. So if you have a work experience, these are the tips and tricks to enhance your chances of getting selection into the admission and scholarship. So this person has worked as a research assistant in a research institute in United Arab Emirates, probably in Abu Dhabi or Dubai, from so and so year on the research project named developing pivot models for smart buildings for automated air conditioning control using Raspberry Pi and video occupancy prediction. So he also mentioned the details of his research project over here. Then he has had experience as associate technical analyst from Microsoft India Private Limited from dash year till dash year. So I think it's over 2 years of experience. So there are the details that are mentioned over here, the company name, and also you can add city name and country name, then mention the dates of the job, when you started and when you ended. Then you can proceed with the details of jobs responsibilities and job duties. So as you can see, the first 2 points are talking about his job duties as a applications database administrator, that he has worked on various migration, patching, data fixes, configuration activities. And the last point is basically the recognition. So he was awarded the Young CIT Leader Award for exceptional work. So this is award section. So you can remember, so these are the basic details. Then you need to proceed with job duties, and then you can mention award or recognition. So this is the basic format. And how many years of work experience you have? You might have work experience from multiple companies. So you can keep on adding this. You can keep on adding this, like how many ever companies you have experience from, you can keep on adding this block and mention about that particular company. So since this person is a master's applicant, he might have had experience of 2 to 3 years, and then he applied for masters and got selected for a fully funded scholarship in Hamad bin Khalifa University. Now next is a section of research paper. This is also a method of improving your chances of getting admitted into a research institute. Hamad bin Khalifa University has quality research, quality professors, and great alumni. They work on research. And if you have research papers which are accepted into internationally recognized conferences and top journals, then it's gonna help your profile. So in this section, I would like to talk about two things. One thing is how to save yourself from predatory journals, which means there are certain journals which are not reputed at all. If you have a paper there, then that means it's a bad omen, it's a bad name to you as a researcher. So I'm going to show you those list of predatory journals. And next, how to create a Google Scholar profile also I'll be showing you. And how to create a Web of Science profile, I actually have a different video. You can watch that video because it goes into details of how to create a Web of Science profile, how to perform reviews of research papers, and so on. So this particular person has had 2 published conference papers before he applied for a masters into Hamad bin Khalifa University. So these are the details of the conference papers. And let's go into the details of predatory journals. So what does predatory journal mean? Predatory journals are basically fake journals. So please keep yourself away from fake journals and fake conferences that promises the decision of publishing within days. So usually if you are publishing a research paper, the decision to publish, it takes a long process. A review is performed by distinguished researchers, professors who usually take time to review your paper. They give real feedback comments to improve the research that is performed in the paper. And once those review comments are addressed by the author, they review it again. So there is kind of round of reviews, and then you enhance the research performed in the paper, and then you resubmit the paper to the same journal or conference, and your paper gets accepted. But there, if there is any journal that promising you that we will provide a decision within 2 days or 3 days and you would have to pay us $2,000, $1,000, then those are predatory journals. Please keep away from such journals. So let me just show you how you can find the list of predatory journals. Yeah. So this is actually an official and well recognized list of predatory journals. So this is called as BL's list. You can click on this, and this is an archived version. So these, as you can see, these are all the journals that are predatory journals, and you need to stay away from these journals. Okay, so this is an archived version of the BL's list, a list of potential predatory publishers created by a librarian. BL will only update links and add notes to this list. And most of the predatory journals, they start with the name of International Journal of. Okay, so these are all the list of predatory journals. If I just open one of them, they have very generic names such as International Journal of Academic Research. And so it is not explaining the specialization of research, and it's very generic. Okay, so the access to this website is blocked. So basically you understand the gist. If you want to get published, you can publish with IEEE. Okay, this is Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. You can get published with IES. You can get published with ACM journals. Okay, and you can also publish in IEEE conferences which happen worldwide. And if you want to get more details, you can contact me, and I can explain it further. But this is basically, you need to protect yourself from predatory journals. Now let's go on how to create a Google Scholar profile. You need to go to scholar.google.com. This is the Google Scholar, and here you need to click on my profile. And as you can see, you don't have any profile, so it is asking you to create a profile, and it is asking that personal details such as name and also emails. It is asking because these are the details that you give in your paper. And once your paper gets published, Google Scholar will automatically pick all those index journals and index journal papers and automatically add it into your Google Scholar profile. But if it does not pick up automatically, you can definitely add in order to save time. But this is how it works. You need to enter your full name, the first name and the last name. Then you can provide the name of your university, Hamad bin Khalifa University. Then they are gonna ask you for your university email address. So I'm giving here a Gmail address, but you need to add your official college address. Okay, you can keep on changing it multiple times as well. Then areas of interest, maybe you are interested in machine learning. And home page, this is basically your profile page. This is optional, you can click on next. Yeah, this is asking for the official email address. So you're not enrolled in HBKU yet, but you might be associated with a bachelor's college and your college has given you a college email ID. You can use that over here and click on next and add articles you wrote. So you have not written any articles, so you can click on okay. So basically this is showing some articles. Okay, groups, articles. Okay, none of these have been written by us. Let's click one of them. Okay, and then click on next. Apply updates automatically, make my profile public. Please make sure that this is checked. because HBKU admission committee is going to check your profile if you have a Google Scholar profile, and if you make it public, then it is easier for them to find you, find your articles and so on. And new citation to my articles, click on done. And this particular paper has been added, but this is not our paper. So what we are gonna do is we are gonna click on this and click on delete, because this is not learn with Amin's paper, right? So click on delete. Now this is your Google Scholar profile. Okay, and here is where the articles are shown, and here is where the co-authors are shown, and here is where the number of citations to your papers will also be shown. Right now we don't have any papers, so no citations have been shown over here. Like for example, if we just add a random paper, let's add this paper once again. Now here it shows 9 citations. So basically this particular paper was cited 9 times, and this paper was published in the year 2024. And this is the number of citations that you need to copy and add it into your resume over here. And what is your profile link? Okay, so this is your profile link. You need to copy this and add over here. So the admissions committee member can just click on that link and go to your Google Scholar profile and view it as a third person. So let's once again delete this paper because it's not our paper. Now this email has not been verified because I have given an incorrect email address. I don't have an email address with HBKU, but with whatever college you have an email address, you can click on verify. You get a confirmation email on your email address, then click on that, and this particular pop-up will be gone and your Google profile will be verified. And then you can add your photograph over here, and that completes your profile basically. So I have covered the Google Scholar. And if you want to learn more about the Web of Science profile, you can go to my channel and check on EB1 videos that talks about Web of Science profile. Yeah. So here is create Publons profile, automatically add research papers and peer reviews. So this is basically talking about the Publons profile, which is also Web of Science profile. And I have showed in great detail how to create it. I'm gonna link this particular video in my current video. You can go and watch. So this completes the research paper section. Then you have the academic projects. You can mention your BE, Bachelor's of Engineering project title here. Here I also have a comment. You could maybe add a little abstract of what you did in your project, so that can be mentioned. And then there is professional certifications, any certifications that you have completed professionally. So these are all well recognized Oracle and Cisco certificate, and this is a green building associate. Maybe this person also applied to sustainable energy and sustainability program in Hamad bin Khalifa University. If you have a green building associate certificate, then it improves your chances of getting selected into the Hamad bin Khalifa University sustainability programs. And the trainings that were undergone by the candidate. So these are all the details about technical and professional trainings conducted by corporate, so which is Oracle University, all of them, and special courses which were attended. So these might cover any special courses or programs that you have attended during your bachelor's program. So this person performed PLC Siemens programming short-term training program with some company, and participated in e-robotics workshop, underwent summer internship in Green Limited MSW. So this is a green power plant. So this, all this shows that this person has done professional trainings, a lot of programs, lot of special courses. He was involved in not just in the traditional curriculum, but also extracurricular activities, extracurricular technical activities, I mean. So, And then these are extracurricular activities. Once again, it is talking about national level coding competition. It's talking about business challenges. And the person was a IEEE student member. So this is also one another technique. If you are currently enrolled in bachelor's and this is your fourth year, you are going to graduate May next year, and you are going to apply for Hamad bin Khalifa University for August 2026, then you can join IEEE if you are somewhere related to electrical, electronics, and computer science. So you can become a student member, and that would also add a credential to your profile. And there might be some other international organizations for other programs you might be involved in. But I'm not sure of the names at the top of my head, but you can find out like what's the alternative of IEEE for biotechnical engineers, biotechnology engineers. So you could search for that and you can be a part of it. This is actually a paid membership. I think around $50 per year membership. And then there are academic achievements such as awards or recognitions. So state level talent search examination, National Science Olympiad of Mathematics, Pratibha Puraskar. Then comes the computer skills. So here he is talking about what computer skills he has. Has he worked with programming languages? So C, C++, Python, SQL, Android development, MS Office, Siemens PLC. So this person also has Siemens PLC experience, which is also sort of coding for electrical and electronics engineering graduates. It is programmable logical controller. So basically he already has this information over here under special courses attended. So as you can see, he converted one training program into 2 points in his profile. So he basically mentioned this as part of special course because this might not be a part of a traditional course in his curriculum. And then he has also added that under languages. So that's great way of boosting your profile. So you can take these pointers and enhance your profile before you submit your application for Hamad bin Khalifa University. And ultimately there is system experience. This is talking about the enterprise resource planning, databases, so Oracle databases, experience with operating systems, experience with tools such as PuTTY, WinSCP, SQL Loader, VNC Server. So it is also talking about virtualization. And nowadays you have cloud, data science, machine learning, deep learning. So please take these pointers and get some experience in these fields so that you can add into your profile and resume and improve it further. And then strengths: enthusiasm to learn, creative thinking, diligent, good analytical decision making ability, positive attitude, involvement in work, hardworking nature. So you can take some of the strengths if you have these strengths and add it to your profile. And then there is a personal profile. The person has mentioned his gender as male. Now to be honest, like whether you are male or female, I would want you to add your gender here because of the diversity aspect that I have explained to you in the start of the video. There is your father's name, the nationality, and the father's name. I would want you to mention this especially in the Gulf college applications, because when you get an ID of a country from Gulf, they add a part of your father's name as part of your name in the ID. So if you give these details, they have that details already. You are giving these details in the online application, but I also recommend you to add in your resume. So resume and curriculum vitae are the same thing. You can follow this video to make your resume or curriculum vitae. And this is the nationality, and the nationality also covers the diversity factor. You can mention date of birth as well. And why I have mentioned date of birth, there is a reason in it. So the reason is most of the international universities offering fully funded scholarships, they offer fully funded scholarship for young candidates. Okay, you might see that fully funded scholarship for PhD applicants, the eligibility of the applicants is that they need to be under 32 years of age. That's the eligibility for fully funded scholarship in PhD. You can definitely apply for PhD if you are older than 32 years of age, but maybe you will not be considered for fully funded scholarship if you are older than 32 years of age. So that's why I would recommend, whether you can add date of birth here or age. Just add date of birth, they can calculate the age. And you can also mention your hobbies. So this is the resume, and as you can see, this is a 3-page resume. You might come across other resumes online. Some might say that you just need to have 1-page resume. That's not applicable for the master's application. So 1-page resume, if you're going to a career fair, and if you're going for job applications, then you need to have a 1-page resume so that they can see on the same page rather than turning pages and reading it on the spot in a career fair. But this is a master's application for fully funded scholarship in international universities. You need to give as many effective details as possible in your resume. So this might not be covered within 1 page, and if you have more details, please add them. And this is the resume video. I'm also gonna link this template in my description. You can take this template and work on it and build your resume from here. Okay, make sure you change the details of the names of the awards, names of the companies, and the score. Do not submit any fake details, and do not fall into the trap of fake journals or fake conferences if you are gonna publish. And if you need any help in publishing, you can definitely consult me. I'm available. I hope this video is helpful. Thank you, take care, and bye bye.